For the past 6 years, we've embarked on an incredible journey, sailing and living full-time aboard our sailboat Xoxo. We've learned to adapt swiftly to new destinations and the ever-changing mood of the sea. Each day presents fresh adventures and unexpected moments, teaching us to embrace change and live in the present. Sailing here in the Bahamas offers its own unique challenges alongside its breathtaking beauty. With its limited resources, we've had to embrace a minimalistic lifestyle even more than other islands we've visited. But I think that is part of the beauty of living on your sailboat in the Bahamas. Good morning. Yesterday morning, we came out to this very rocky, rolly anchorage where I slept pretty much zero. But we needed to catch the high tide out so we could get the high tide today to go through the cut. Bahamas cuts are fun. We are running out of some food. We could probably exist for a couple more months, but we don't have eggs or butter, you know, the essentials. So we are heading down to Black Point today. We've got a really nice broad reach. Yeah. And we're gonna sail on the inside, which means the nice and protected, flat, hopefully calm waters, unlike the rocky rolly of this side. So we are rolling up because tide is slack right now.
We're about 46 miles away and it should take us about eight and a half hours. So we gotta get a move on. It'd be nice to get there a little bit early because the wind's only gonna pick up into the 30s, so it'd be nice to be set by then.
Sure is a little bit of a rough ride out. Actually, our friends left here the other day on this sort of wind out of the little pond that we were in, and they said it was rough. They are also electric. So yeah, I'm glad we staged up last night even though I got very little sleep. So it's very nice to be able to know we don't have to fight that out coming out of that little bitty cut that we went in into Norman's Pond. So yeah, it's a little current going through here. This is why we put everything away before we leave.
Rocky rolling. You ready for the head?
Woo! Almost. All right.
Ready?
Ready.
This is the first inlet we came to way back in the day when we first got to the Xoxos. This is a gnarly looking cut.
You guys can't see it, but this is like a washer. But we also had current going in. We were riding waves going in, I remember.
Yeah, it was pretty scary, especially being newbies. But this should be pretty good. It's a little bit past slack tide, but it'll be fine.
Especially with this wind behind us.
Yeah, we got tons of wind. I'm just hoping the waves aren't too big.
We're going 5 knots right now. We're not even going through the cut yet. So we'll know if it slows down, if the tide's going out yet, if it's still slack.
like a washing machine in here. Wow. Stacked up.
And this is why the Bahamas is our favorite sailing grounds. It doesn't get better than this. Calm seas, beautiful blue, crystal clear water, sails are full. So for all of you who are trucking down the ICW and it's taking forever, or you're getting beat up coming down in the ocean from the north, it's so worth it. It's so worth it.
Probably should put 2 reefs in. It's gusting up into the 20s.
On Xoxo, we have Hank on sails, but that will be changing very soon. And let me tell you, I am excited. So stay tuned. We do have real-time updates as a bonus on our Patreon page. So check it out and become an honorary crew member on Xoxo to get some extra goodies. In order to reef our head sail, well, we can't. So Beau must bring down our 150 Genoa and replace it with our 100% jib. But first, since it takes time, we're going to reef the main and then put it up so we don't lose too much ground. Yeah, we can turn the motor on, but what's the fun in that? Now that the main is up, it's time to switch out the head sails and raise the 100. It is a process, yes, but this is how we've been doing it since day one, so we don't really know any different. We've never had the luxury of a roller furler, so I guess what you don't know can't hurt ya. But I do have a feeling that we will love not needing to do this underway ever again. One thing I love about sailing is that every sail is different. You can never predict what it's going to be like. We thought this trip was going to be a light, easy, warm 26 nautical mile to the anchorage. Instead, we got a gusty, rocky cold sail. But how can you really be upset with that when it looks like this out? I never thought I would say it, but I really do like the unpredictableness of it all. It keeps us tuned in with the boat and in love with this life. Living the present, not thinking about all the stuff that we need to do on the to-do list. Putting a third reef in because we're gusting 24 and it's hanging around 18, so time for our third reef. Golly, it's freaking very healing right now. I'm literally like at a 45. All right, so we need snacks because we didn't make any for our trip today. And I'm just gonna whip up some protein balls real quick. So I should have made these last night. It would have been able to kind of sit in the fridge, but I just need something really quick to get my stomach before I get sick. My number one rule is eating before we go underway, and I had a handful of pumpkin seeds, and that's not cutting it. Pumpkin seeds. These are some of the things that we stocked up this time in the Bahamas, just for extra healthy snacks. We have like nuts galore, pumpkin seeds. The hemp seeds are a really good source of protein, along with the protein powder. They just give a nutty flavor to the mixes that you're making. Cocoa powder because chocolate and peanut butter. I will tell you to stock up on it before you get to the Bahamas. It will be your go-to snack. Voila! If I can make it up there. Some chocolate balls, sir?
Yum! Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh yeah, those are good.
He was not coerced into saying that. Turned out quite different than what we expected, huh?
Yeah, it's cold and it's very, very windy, but we're almost there. 40 minutes to go.
Hiding back here from all the waves and saltwater splashes. Yeah! We're almost bearing the rail. Haven't done that in a bit. We are getting a ton of wind coming out of this cut over here because it's an east wind and it is just funneling through. We're just over. We've got triple reefed, 100 up. Check our, look at this guy. Ah! And since it's a northeast wind, it's cold.
Here's good. Finally, we made it. That was some strong wind. I am exhausted. So we're just gonna pack it up, get some sleep tonight, and check out the grocery store tomorrow. Hopefully it's stocked.
Toilet paper, eggs, butter.
Maybe some lettuce.
So we just got news from another cruiser that the mail ship just came in yesterday, and that also carries groceries for the Bahamas. And this area is a little bit smaller than some of the other areas, so I'm hoping that we still have some supplies to choose from, because we are some pickins. But the one thing, thankfully, we have not run out of is our Beam Dream. I mentioned this to you guys a couple weeks ago because it's something we've been doing because I am the worst sleeper there is, especially when I'm super tired. So you know when you have a kid and you're trying to tire them out in hopes that they'll go to sleep and stay asleep? That's me. I have the hardest time falling asleep. But with Dream, I take it and 45 minutes later, I'm out and I stay asleep, which is huge for me, especially since we've been living on the boat. It's even been worse for me, but this is helping me stay asleep, wake up, and feel like a real human and not a zombie walking around. It's been a lifesaver.
Beam is a hot chocolate made with all natural sleep supportive ingredients.
Which I've already done all the research on. Beau doesn't research anything. He just trusts what's happening.
Blindly. And tonight, like the last few nights, we're gonna make it extra special with we have some whipped cream, one of the very few goodies that we have left on the boat.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yummy. So if you guys want to learn how to fall asleep and stay asleep, check out Beam's Dream, because it is a game changer, I promise you guys. If you click on the link in the description below or scan the QR code and enter our code Beau and Brandy, you can get up to 35% off of your first order. And also, if you want some extra perks, then sign up for the subscription because you get extra 20% off and free shipping.
And also, on your first order, you get one of these fancy guys, a little frother.
We're gonna go finish making our list for the grocery store now.
And our delicious desserts.
Yes. Good night. Black Point is a great stop for cruisers when you're in the Exumas. It has a laid-back vibe and less touristy than a neighbor to the north, Daniel Key, where the famous Pig Beach and Thunderbolt Grotto bring in people in droves. We purposely sailed past Daniel because we like it here. The people are friendly and very welcoming, and they have all of the essentials. So today, we're heading out to the grocery to see what we can find. Who else films themselves throwing away their garbage?
So what, month and a half of garbage?
At least. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we didn't do too bad. Four-wheel golf cart. Marigold cheese.
How much is it?
$6. But we can always go to a Lorraine's.
Ooh. Ice cream. Oh, that's not bad.
How's it going?
Hi.
Do you mind telling us prices?
Yeah.
How much is the toilet paper?
$3.
$3? Eggs are
Seven.
$7. Large?
This is what we really needed. We didn't buy enough of this before we came to the Bahamas, which was a big mistake because this was $3 for this one little tiny thing. But $3 for this, $2.50 a pound for the cabbage, $2.50 a pound for the onion, $1 for one plantain, and $7 for 12 eggs.
We also got butter.
Oh, we did get butter. I put that away already. But this actually was surprisingly only $6, which from what I remember, I think it costs like $5.75 at Publix.
At a grocery store in the States.
At like a high-end...
Only people in Florida know Publix.
Yeah, high-end grocery store.
We've been using the dinghy a lot for all the diving we've been doing since we've been here. And we've used up most of the gas that we brought over from Florida. So the one thing that there isn't here is gas. We just assumed that there was, but unfortunately, it's not the case. And we do need it because the next island we're sailing to is south of us and is deserted and much more remote than here. And the closest place to get gas, you guessed it, is Daniel Key, which is 5 miles north of us. So instead of spending all day to sail up, we're on a dinghy mission. And about 20 minutes we made it. We're gonna just secure the dinghy to this tree and off we go. Daniel Key is a larger settlement than Black Point and has many more amenities, but that comes with crowds. It's not just cruisers here, but tourists from all over. And as luck would have it, the power is out, so we have to wait to get gas. And since we're waiting, we decided to pop into a couple shops and pick up a few extra things.
Or know that, you know, it's costly if you're going to hire
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Another Saoirse. Yeehaw! Gas mission complete. Sorry. Yes.
Hi, kitty.
As you guys might know, we do have a washer spinner on board, but when there is a laundromat, you better believe we'll take advantage. And while Beau was washing clothes, I was invited to Wicked Wanda's floating hair salon and got a much needed trim by our friend Wanda. Can't tell you the last time I actually had my hair cut by a pro. It feels so nice.
You guys are gonna do your boat log later, and there's gonna be Brandy hair over here.
Now that the gas is stocked, it's time to stock the fridge.
Anchors away.
These little guys are thimble jellyfish. Thank goodness we're wearing our wetsuits because these sneaky little suckers are known to get into your bathing suit. And when you get out of the water, the larvae are killed and in the process discharge their underdeveloped stinging cells and can cause a nasty itchy rash.
Got a couple of triggerfish that are attracted.
Today is more murky in the water than we would like. So now that Beau secured his dinner, we're out of here. We don't really want to be playing hide and seek with sharks today.
It's a pretty good size.
Winner, winner, grouper dinner.
Yeah.
Tastes good.
Probably 7 pounds. More fried fish. Seems like that's all we know how to cook it.
Thanks for joining us on our journey living aboard in the Bahamas. It's not always convenient or easy, but the experiences are unforgettable. If you've made it this far, comment below with one thing you couldn't live without on your boat in the Bahamas. Can't wait to read your responses. See you next week.